Alright, welcome back to World of Warships. I am driving the American Tier 6 cruiser, the legendary Cleveland class light cruiser. Now if you're thinking this looks a little weird, because we're on a big open map with only 7 ships, well, this is not a typical random battle. This is a ranked battle. Ships between Tier 6 and 7, because of the time of this recording, I am at rank 11, are all grouped into 2 roughly even teams. And basically, winners get to try and advance towards the next rank. Losers get pushed back down towards the lower ranks. Now, my Cleveland, you might notice, instead of having its usual anti-aircraft consumable, I've replaced it with the hydro, the torpedo detector, basically, because there are always destroyers dispatches, but there are rarely ever carriers. So as long as I'm doing this, I figure, hey, I don't really need the AAA consumable. I am way better off using one that will allow me to spot destroyers and smoke screens and incoming torpedoes at greater distances. You can see the team is actually talking to each other and trying to figure out how best to plan our attack. Now the team has concluded that most of us are going to go to B. The destroyer closest to A is going to scoot down that way in hopes of picking up an easy cap, and also to act as a perimeter scout against the one and only enemy destroyer, which we have all declared a priority target. We'll see how that works out. So right now I'm just trying to group up with the other cruisers and stick kind of close to the battleships. They'll protect them from destroyers. And we suddenly see that A is being capped, so we figure, okay, the enemy destroyer must be in A. He's the only one who could have gotten there that fast. That means the other enemy ships are either headed to B or they're all headed down to A. We'll either get a free cap on B real quick and then turn to meet the enemy somewhere in the middle of the map, or there's going to be enemy vehicles at B, and we're going to get to shoot at them while our destroyer keeps them on our flank. And look at that. Flicker on the horizon is an Omaha class cruiser. Yeah, sorry, so this is a replay, so I know it is. So I had height cheat loaded in case you saw the destroyer, but it's a cruiser, so I reload armor piercing, take aim, and wait patiently for my guns to come into range. The near destroyer is Minikaze. Let's watch it, and yeah, that's an Omaha. Behind him you see it's Cleveland, and the enemy cruiser comes into range, and we let fly, and the shells begin to be traded. Now my first salvo was a little off target, but I can see the Omaha's way ahead of his old friends. That means that all of us can shoot him, and very few of his friends are in a position to really help him all that much. So I say, hey team, let's shoot this guy. And start putting the salvos in. Now it's a little tricky because I'm so close to this other Cleveland, I have to be careful not to accidentally blast him. It also means any shots that miss him might hit me. There we are. Now we figured out the range of Omaha, so we start putting some more salvos in. Oh, that was unexpected. 7 hits, 5 of them citadels. Enemy cruiser removed from the game. That's going to be a big advantage for my team when you just blow one of their ships right out of the way. Everyone's a little impressed, including me. I don't usually get that many citadel hits. I'm not awful at this game. I'm not great either. Now this guy was trying to turn. Unfortunately, because I was busy typing, I wasn't able to turn with him. But you know, he apologizes, and I say, yeah, whatever, no problem. I understand you were trying to maneuver. Now, there's another instrument like Cleveland. I don't have the quote-unquote top guns. I use the faster turning 6-inch guns rather than the slower turning ones. And the reason why is about to become extremely evident. Right now, I can keep my guns on target. Well, some of them anyways, while I'm doing this turn. Which is good because, holy crap, there's a lot of shells coming in. That was a battleship salvo that just tried to tore most of my ship off. But because of it, I can still do evasive actions, which is really important in this mode because people don't miss as much. You need to make them miss, while still putting fire back on the target. With the other turrets, I would not now be able to shoot back. Oh, they blew up my number 4 turret. I think it's the Z turret is what they call it in the official parlance. But as this, I could still shoot back, still try and put some fire into the hostile Cleveland here. And yes, go for the Cleveland because, hey, I've got armor piercing loaded. Shooting cruisers is what you do. I'm just trying desperately to dodge as many shells as I can. It's mostly working. I'm not dying quite as quick as I was when I was stuck in that turn. I put another broadside out. Now I'm just trying desperately to hide behind something. But the shells have stopped coming. Other ships have gotten closer and have claimed my opponent's attention. Almost. Here comes one last salvo. Getting the ability to know when there's incoming, getting that special skill has saved my Cleveland many, many times. Now look at my mini-map. I've backed off enough. I'm no longer taking heavy fire. Tell my team that I'm a little disabled. I'll continue putting supporting fire in, but now I'm actually wandering closer to A, where there's the enemy destroyer and one of their cruisers, their Cleveland, are chasing around our southern guard, and he's in seriously bad shape. So I turn my attention on the enemy Cleveland. Love shooting the destroyer, but I see he's doing a good job of not being spotted. But of course now this Cleveland, well, he's got more hit points, he's got more guns. All I can do is nick away at him and hope that he's too busy chasing our destroyer to bother with me. As you see, I'm scoring some hits here, but armor piercing, if it hits angled chip like that, not always as useful. It's not very high explosive. It tends to be a little bit more consistent, but you can't get those epic hits like I did on that Omaha without it. At this range, I've been thinking about it, I really should have switched to HE for the best effect. Unless he starts turning and showing me his side. In that case, I'll be more than happy to try and shoot armor piercing at him. Yeah, it's a minor hit, but now I got full sides. And I think I just bumped into a battleship. So my ship is vibrating slightly, but a moment later I've gotten clear of him. Unfortunately, there's another Cleveland cruiser who has jumped in between me and him, and he's decided to shoot at him instead. Other people are shooting at me, as I can tell from my incoming, so I immediately crank the wheel hard over to try and avoid the incoming fire while I continue nicking away at this enemy Cleveland. You can see the destroyer somewhere off his front. You can see the shells being fired, but you can't see him actually. Now he's backing off, but there's a Königsberg cruiser over here. And he's also got to go. Matter of fact, because he's the only thing left over there, he's got to go the most, because that will allow us to turn all of our guns in one direction. Oof! Managed to score a Citadel hit on him. Very nice. And now I'm just peppering him, hoping for some more hits like that. Yeah, about a 2k damage. We're okay with that. Sure, a lot of my shells are just bouncing or not doing very much, but enough are going in that this guy is starting to notice that appears to be the objective of all our shots. But our battleship gets a good hit in, and down he goes. So the battle's just about 8 minutes old. My team is solidly in the upper hand. We've only lost the one destroyer. We've sunk a battleship and 2 cruisers. And it looks like we're all turning south now to pursue them across the open ocean. Of course, I gotta be careful. With only 9,500 health left, I'm an easy kill for any of the battleships. Need some of the cruisers, as demonstrated earlier, can actually, with a little luck, put that sort of damage output in play. Oh, another one of their cruisers goes down. Now we have them solid outnumbered almost 2-1. Alright. Armor piercing is not likely to hurt a Congo-class battleship, but I put it out and reload with HE to start trying to set him on fire. So that's where I'm most likely to get the real damage. You can see my first salvo was a little behind him, so I aim even further ahead and start putting the rounds down range. There's what we like to see. Hits being scored. There's the fire I wanted, and hey, 2,700 damage with high explosive rounds. That's the Cleveland's all about. Just keeping the shell fire coming in nice and consistent like. And eventually you will whittle them down. Yes, if I had the top guns right now, my guns would be, I'd be much more effective. I'd be shooting even faster, but I'd also be dead already. I wouldn't have been able to I would have my zigzagging, wouldn't be able to shoot back while zigzagging to try and help keep the other team honest while I was fighting earlier. Our battleship finishes off their battleship. We're now hunting the cruiser and the destroyer. And oh, hey, look, destroyer. I've got high explosive loader. That's rather convenient. Put all 3 surviving turrets into play, trying to bring this guy down. It's pretty clear he's charging the destroyer and battleship to my southeast. So I agree with them and tell everyone, let's try and bring down that destroyer. He should have been dead a long time ago, but he's been a sneaky little punk. He's now trying to move into a torpedo run our battleship. It's one of the few things that might give his team a chance. Yeah, I sure took it down when I couldn't see him. That's always nice. And down he goes, killed by the other Cleveland. And then there was one. He's out of range at the moment, but I reload armor piercing because, hey, it's a cruiser, and supposedly armor piercing for one cruiser will potentially citadel another. Well, we've already seen that a couple times now. And once we got it, we start putting the shells out. Luckily, my forward batteries are all still intact, so even as I come charging in pursuit here, I can still shoot at him. It's kind of nice to be in the ranked battles. There's a lot more. Well, when you're winning teams tend to be a lot better coordinated, which is a lot more interesting than just the random drive around and shoot at things and hope for the best sort of kind of deal that you often get in the random battles. This guy showed me the whole side. I don't know how that I'm failing to hit him at all. There we go. Oh, hey, sweet. Get in the killing shot. I hope you all enjoyed watching that match. Good game and good night.